The year has come to an end, yet we all look to the coming year with a lot of enthusiasm. So are the winners of last week's Watch and Win Christmas promo. Tonight on the program, we'll be announcing the names of the winners of the promo, as well as sharing expectations of Nigerians from LAMATA for the coming year.
And we shall also bring you a recap of this season's episodes.
I am Obafemi Craig.
I am Kate Harmony, welcoming you to this special episode of the program. Join us after the break. These are the news updates on LAMATA Half Hour. Managing Director of the Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, LAMATA, Dr. Dayo Mobirela, has been awarded with a leadership award by the wetland community in Lagos. The award was presented to him in his office by executive of the community, led by its chairman, Engineer Muftar Rabu. He said the choice for the award was predicated on his proven track record in public transport project delivery and commended his leadership qualities in managing the ongoing expansion of Ikorodu Road and the implementation of Mile 12 to Ikorodu Bus Rapid Transit Extension. While receiving the award, Dr. Mobirela thanked the community for choosing him for the award. He said his role as a transport planner was to see how the burden being borne by the ordinary man could be lightened, and assured the award would spur him to do more. Meanwhile, road projects being handled by LAMATA have received commendation of the World Bank officials on a review mission to the agency to monitor progress of work on transport-enhancing projects being funded by the bank. Two projects visited were the rehabilitation of Wemco Road, Ogba, and Lishabi Akpata Road, Shomolu. At Wemco Road, Ogba, World Bank environmental specialist Dr. Amos Abu commended the contractor for installing appropriate traffic system measures to forewarn motorists of the road works and urged the contractor to improve on what is on ground. Dr. Abu urged the contractor to always ensure that its workers were properly kitted while on site, saying the bank frowns at work-related accidents. The bank official had earlier been briefed by LAMATA's Director of Roads and Traffic Management, Engineer Olufunsho Elulade, on the design of the road, which will be dualized with pedestrian walkways and bicycle lanes installed on pilot basis. In order to ensure easy movement on New Year's Day, the Lagos State government is to provide free bus ride on Wednesday, 1st January 2014. The free bus ride, according to a statement by the Managing Director of the Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, LAMATA, Dr. Dayo Mobirela, will enable Lagosians have easy movement across the state. Dr. Mobirela said the free bus ride, which began in 2008, had helped in reducing congestion and accidents on the roads during festive periods, adding that the service will run for 13 hours, starting at 7 a.m. and ends at 10 p.m. The first BRT cooperative, operator of the Bus Rapid Transit BRT, will offer free services on Mile 12 to CMS, Mile 12 to Obalende, Mile 12 to National Stadium, Mile 2 to National Stadium, Oshodi to Obalende, and Oshodi to National Stadium routes. On the bus franchise scheme BFS corridor, free services will be offered on the Ikotum, Ikeja to Maryland routes, Iyano Ikpaja to Maryland, Ikotu to Iyano Ikpaja, Igando to Iyano Ikpaja, Igando to Ikeja, and Igando to Maryland routes. He admonished those who would put their vehicles on the road to drive with care and observe all traffic rules. And that ends the news.
Over the last 10 years, LAMATA has transformed transportation in the Lagos metropolis, and this has become a reference for infrastructural development in sub-Saharan Africa. Laudable projects such as the ongoing Bus Rapid Transit Extension, the several road reconstructions in Wemco, Ajilogo, Lishabi Akpata, Samuel Manua, Abimbola Wunei, the ongoing rail project and the construction of the rail corridor, and so much more. This week, Kate went on the move to find out expectations of commuters from LAMATA in 2014.
Lagos, my home. With LAMATA, Lagos is changing for the best.
I want LAMATA management to gear up to their responsibility in providing good service for the people of Lagos State, because we love the program and it has alleviated a lot of problems in transportation community. We want LAMATA to provide enough scholar bus for our school children, because they are really suffering, and the commercial buses capitalize on that to add salt into injury. Then some LAMATA pilots are very harsh on the school children, but some of them are parents themselves, so they should pamper these children so that the students will be comfortable in their classrooms.
My expectation is that they should have more buses around, because sometimes you see more queues at the bus stop. You know, more buses and more train drivers. Most of the drivers, they drive crazily, sometimes very, very crazy.
I just wish that the BRT will have more buses and they will reduce the chance of standing up in the bus. You know,
we want more of the buses. If possible, if we want more of the other Hummer buses too. You know, Lagos State has a lot of population in it, and we want a lot of buses that can be able to take more passengers.
Most of the BRT bus we have now, especially if you are with your card, and those buses doesn't have this card reader and but they will ask you to go back and go and buy tickets. But what we're expecting from them 2014, that almost all the buses should have their card reader in them.
What I just observed is that in terms of their management, they have a lot to do. And you know, sometimes you experience a lot of difficulties in getting our our fare ticket, something like that. And in terms of moving, at times they do slow. Are you getting me? You know, sometimes a businessman, you need to get your destination in time, but we need faster, something more than this.
Come 2014, my expectation for BRTs, there are some particular places where I think we need BRTs. Like around that, I don't think BRT go to Oshodi. Well, I think it will be okay if it does. But I don't think they go to Songo, and it's something like that is needed.
Well, what I'm expecting is that for you people to continue, for BRT to continue. That is what I'm expecting to.
Basically, I think we are going to expect wonderful services from you guys, giving us swift services. What I mean by swift services, then abroad, people don't queue up like this to wait for a bus. Bus wait for people. So we should have a swift services whereby at all time you have your bus to your various destinations.
My expectation is that they should improve, that is by coming earlier. Like by 5:30 the buses should be around, so that it will easy people, convey people easily to their destination.
Well, like I said, apparently I want the places that I said that BRT has to stay in traffic, if government can work on it, and then fix all these potholes, even on BRT lanes. And then they should work more on the car thing. They should improve on it.
Okay, the light rail, I feel is going to solve the problem of transportation decongestion. Over time, Lagosians have been having the problems of conveying themselves from one point of the axis to the other, but at least it's going to cut such hiccups and make things easy for motorists and even pedestrians too, because it's somehow going to help to cut down on what we call road accidents.
Railway tíjọba fẹ́ ṣe ó dáa fún anybody, torí a máa rí wọ̀ á dẹ̀ yá wa láti lọ síbi tá a bá fẹ́ lọ.
Ongoing railway installation on the road now, I think it's a very good development, because it will, as in terms of the means of transportation in Nigeria, it will reduce the traffic jam on the road, and it will help people to easily get to various destinations on time. And it will contribute more to the society here. It will create more employment to people. There are other things that we cannot even mention right away.
Basically, what LAMATA does is to coordinate public transportation in Lagos State, and we came up with a transport master plan.
Developed together with the World Bank, the objective of this plan is finding long-lasting solutions for the problem of transportation in Lagos. Currently under its first steps of development, the plan has already proven itself a big success, dramatically increasing the connectivity in a city in continuous expansion and enjoying an unparalleled demographic and economic growth.
Our responsibility is to ensure that we provide the necessary infrastructure to meet the growth, to improve the quality of life, to improve the standard of living, and to make Lagos a vibrant and livable city in years to come.
LAMATA, think transport.
From the road, we take you back to some of our guests who have featured on the program. And here are some of the issues discussed.
If you look at this road in Victoria Land, I just said Diogun, a bank spent about 350 million to construct that road. And if you look at the ambience of that environment now, it's a first-class place that attracted customers to that bank. We expect some other companies to do the same thing.
To do more in terms of corporate.
There's another thing we read in the Economist, which they call the tale of two cities in India. Two estate developers were given two communities to develop low-cost housing. One of them developed the housing estate and developed the environment. In addition to that, the other one just restricted is the infrastructural development within the community. Within 5 years, those that developed the environment in addition to the estate, the property value jumped, increased by about 5-fold. Whereas the other one, though they are very close to each other, the increase wasn't that much. We expect similar thing to happen here.
Okay, so
community should participate.
Communities should participate.
People should pay their taxes. If you pay your taxes, government is ready to do a lot. Look at what we are witnessing in Lagos State now.
So we can now see that
we'll pay our taxes.
The financial capacity of Lagos State is something to really celebrate, given all the fact that
honestly,
people are part of it. Now, if we look at that and the huge plans for the future, now, do you think funding will be a problem or will be a challenge in executing every other transport project that LAMATA is set to achieve?
If anybody is telling you that funding will not be a challenge, the person is telling lies. There is nowhere in the world where funding won't be a challenge. Okay. For instance, in the next 10 years, to develop infrastructure within Lagos State, we require about $5 billion annually. If you look at the capital budget of the state in the last 5 years, it averaged about approximately $2 billion. So there's a gap. That gap will continue to exist. And you see, that is why if the rate at which people are now committed to paying taxes increases, that will increase what the government will be able to achieve in terms of infrastructural development.
The Lagos State government is determined to take Lagosians beyond its current transport challenges, and the master plan has been developed to improve our quality of life. The infrastructure in the master plan belongs to us, and together build and own the infrastructure. The infrastructure is yours, so let's protect it. Thank you.
Yes, I will use this opportunity to appeal to the public and all the road users to drive with care, especially where you have construction going on. I want everybody to observe all the traffic rules and regulation, all the safety signs there. You know, you can see that in Lagos State there is always one construction going on almost everywhere in Lagos. And I'm sure by the time all these constructions are completed, you know, we would have a smooth surface to ride on. Our journey will be quicker. You know, there will be less stress on our body. We won't be standing too much in the traffic. You know, so please, I will appeal to Lagosians to be patient with the government and LAMATA to let us realize our dream in Lagos State. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to our live audience for all the very interesting questions, and also say thank you to Lagosians in general. They've been very supportive. They've always been there for LAMATA, and to say that the future is really bright. LAMATA is on a journey. We're 10 years, but we've just started, and we're really going to make a lot of change, a lot of difference in the life of Lagosians.
Thank you once again. Right now, I want to appreciate Lagosians, residents of Ikorodu, and I want to say that the government is responsive. The government is committed to deliver this project in 2014. I want to plead for more time, more understanding in this regard. And I also want to appeal to drivers that are in the habit of driving against traffic, that very soon the government is coming to enforce the traffic laws. The government will put in an enforcement team to crack down on all these illegal acts, and people that are trading within the construction zone. All these are illegal. Please desist from it and understand with the government that this project is being put to alleviate sufferings in terms of public transportation. Please understand with the government, and very soon the project will be delivered.
The Lagos Connect card is part of the transport reform being driven by Lagos State government through LAMATA. This Lagos Connect card that have been introduced about a few months ago is an innovation that we are employing all users of the BRT and those who have not even been using the BRT because of this singular, unique innovation that guarantees that your change is, you don't have problem with change, that guarantees that you are able to have your travel money, even for a month or 2 months, domiciled in a car without running out of cash for trip. And with all the various benefits accruing to using this card, we want to invite users, non-users, to accept and buy into using this card.
Yeah, I just want to thank all the stakeholders for having me there for LAMATA in the past 10 years. And what I will equally ask again is just continue to support us in our quest to ensure that we reduce the travel time in Lagos. Thank you.
On the home front, perhaps during the festive season, a lot of people want to do plenty of cooking. And what do you use in cooking? Gas, kerosene, firewood. Check your gas pipes. Check out whether there's a smell that could be leaking anywhere in the kitchen. Watch out for children. Don't pour kerosene anywhere. Don't just turn on the stove anyhow, not caring about the flames. I talked about excessive alcohol consumption during the festive period. Getting drunk can bring a whole lot of safety issues to the home front. Violence, domestic violence, injuring yourself because you couldn't walk home, you couldn't see the open sewage, you couldn't see the open drainage, you can easily fall into it and damage your leg. That means hospital bills, and sadness for everybody. This is a time to also check out for teenagers the things you would not normally allow them to do because of safety issues, either going to night parties, all-night parties because they're underage, or even taking drugs or drinks. This is a time to double check. Don't allow the festive period to change your principle about your responsibility towards your children. This is a time to know that yes, it's a festive period, and there's a level of enjoyment that you can have, but as a parent, you would not allow your child to be involved in overexcitement that will bring sadness and unhappiness to the whole family. And that is what I would need to say to our viewers, that during this festive period, it's a collective responsibility for us to be safe. The government is in love with you being alive. I am in love with you being alive. I want you to be in love with being alive in the festive period of 2013.
And those were some of the highlights of our previous episodes.
Thank you all for your comments and posts. For more information, you can visit our website or get in touch with us through social media. Contact details appear on your screen now. Please get in touch with us. We'd love to hear from you.
Here are the winners of last week's Watch and Win Christmas promo. Here is wishing you all a prosperous new year from all of us at LAMATA.
We have come to the end of this week's episode of the program. Do comply with traffic signs, rules and regulations, and be considerate as you use the roads this festive season. LAMATA.
Take Lagos, my home. With LAMATA, Lagos is changing for the best. BRT